Welcome back to the universe of power. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power universe. With only a few weeks left until we see the second half of Season 4, the anticipation continues to build. With the most recent trailer for Season 4 releasing, there were a number of moments and Easter eggs that were shown, which you probably didn't catch. In today's video, I will break down a number of different clues and possible explanations to some of the clips that we got in the trailer that could give us a better idea as to what direction the rest of the season is heading. I will also give my take on how Tommy could show up in the finale to help Tariq and Braden, and where Power Book Force's timeline lines up with Book 2. Please try not to leave any comments on any leaks that have came out recently. In the first scene that we saw in the trailer, we see Tariq, Diana, Monet, and Detective Carter. This is most likely a scene where Detective Carter catches them in the act of trying to tie up loose ends after the death of Salim. I believe that this could be where Detective Carter forces Tariq and Diana to both work for him as well, and blackmail them just like he did with Monet and Drew in Episode 4. In the next few scenes, we saw Davis McLean where he appears to be stressing out, which could have something to do with his divorce being finalized. In the scene that follows, we have Tariq and Braden on campus where they appear to be meeting up with Kane and Noma. Tariq will need to figure out how to get out from under Zion's organization and find a new connect. And in this scene with Zion choking out Tariq, this could be the result of Tariq telling Zion that he's done moving product for him. We then see Tariq holding Tasha, and they appear to be wearing all black. Could this be them at a funeral or repast of some kind? It's possible that Estelle passed away. Now, as I predicted months ago, Tasha will likely get taken out this season. Between Detective Carter, Noma, and Zion, every last one of Tariq's enemies have the manpower and resources to locate Tasha at any given moment. And I think that we will see Tariq check on Tasha in these next upcoming episodes, but someone will be following him. And this could lead to Tasha being taken out or held at ransom. The next scene that follows is Kane and Noma. If we go back to my early predictions for the season that I gave months ago, I pointed out how Kane has an ulterior motive with Noma. I believe that we will see exactly what Kane has in store during the rest of this season. Currently, Noma is at her most vulnerable state, and we have seen her open up to Kane like we never have seen her do with anyone else previously. And in my opinion, the door has been wide open for Kane to take her out of the picture and take over her operation. And the next scene that stood out for me was when we saw Zion choking up Tariq on top of what appears to be broken glass. Now, some of you may think that Diana will be the one that saves Tariq, but these are two different scenes. In this scene with Zion, Tariq is wearing a leather jacket with buttons. But in the scene with Diana, Tariq, and Monet, Tariq is wearing a completely different jacket. The clip where we see Diana attacking someone could be her finishing off Salim. It's possible that Monet, Tariq, and Diana went back to Salim's place to clean or take away any evidence. And when they get there, Salim could still be alive. Maybe Salim said something disrespectful to Diana that caused her to finish him off. I believe that the person who will save Tariq from Zion in this scene will be someone we least expect. And it could very well be Kane who saves Tariq from Zion. Or even Braden. Speaking of Braden, in the following scene we see Braden holding someone at gunpoint. Now, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say that Braden is aiming at Elle. Now, I don't think that he will shoot her, but I believe we could see a similar situation to when we saw Proctor making his wife overdose. And the next scene that stuck out for me was when we saw Councilman Tate in what appears to be a Detective Carter station. Once again, just as I predicted a few videos ago, Detective Carter will likely take out Tate's brother Kamal. This scene with Councilman Tate is likely the result of him finding out from Carter that his brother was killed. But I think that Councilman Tate will suspect that Carter had something to do with it. In the next scene, we see Zion shooting up Monet's bar, possibly in retaliation for Kane beating him in the cage fight that we saw a few episodes back. For some reason, I feel like Monet's sister Janet could be the bystander that got hit in this scene. Next up we see Effie holding a bag running out of the same exact restaurant where she met up with the Serbs. I think that Effie will likely rob the Serbs in order to continue to fund her schooling at Stansfield. But I believe that this will put a huge target on her back going forward by not only the Serbs, but by Noma as well. In the following scene we see Drew in jail in what appears to be some type of riot. I believe that Drew will either kill an innocent person or do something against the terms that Carter set out for him that leads to Carter's sending him to jail. And in this final scene we see Tariq pulling the trigger on what seems to be Zion. Since Tariq is wearing the same exact outfit that he had on when we saw him getting choked out by Zion in the previous clip from the trailer. In my opinion, Tariq and Braden will have no other options as far as finding a new connect, and I believe that they will go back to Noma. I think Noma will set Tariq and Braden on a mission to rob Zion in some way and take him out in order for them to have Noma back as a connect. One thing that seems to stick out about this recent trailer is that they didn't really show us too much. I believe that the scenes from this trailer are all from episode 6 in my opinion. Maybe even from episode 7, but I think that they strategically didn't show any clips from the final episode or even episode 9 for a reason. Last season, we saw Tommy show up in the finale, and I believe that Tommy will show up once again in the finale of this season. Now some people may think that this is Tommy in the scene with Monet from the trailer, but if we just pay attention to the clip from the previous trailer we can clearly see that this is the guy from Detective Carter's team. I think Tommy will show up in the finale to help Tariq take out Carter and his team. But I also feel like the show will leave the door open for Tariq and Braden to appear in force. Now as far as the timelines go, I think that if Tommy does appear, it will most likely be after the events that happened in Season 2 of Force. Tommy and Braden's interaction would be pure comedy as far as the dialogue that could take place between them. I could see Braden looking at Tommy like the cool big brother that he never had, since Trace Weston is far more uptight. Now there are two big announcements that I want to give. The first announcement is, I will be giving my predictions for the second half of the season very soon. If you watched my prediction video that I gave for Season 4 a few months ago, then you know that the majority of the predictions that I gave ended up being accurate. My second announcement is, a brand new series on my channel that will replace the Ghost Town series that I had previously. I don't really want to give too much away right now, due to a previous creator that will go unnamed who took some of my content from my last video. Without saying too much, I will tell you that this next series that I have planned will be very interesting from a creative standpoint, and if you're a fan of the scenarios that I gave in Ghost Town, then I think that you will be a fan of this next series on my channel. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power Universe. See you all next time in the Universe of Power.